welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my go-to fall look. I did another poll on Instagram. If you haven't already realized, I really enjoy those. So I said either what should I film first? Either my go-to fall look that I actually posted today on my Instagram, or my go-to favorite drugstore products and do a whole look with that. It was pretty close, but today the go-to fall look really won. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you guys are interested to see how I did that look, keep watching. So I already primed my skin. I used the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is one of my go-tos. It's so good. It's waterproof. It makes my skin look perfect to an extent, but as perfect as it's going to get. But this is a really good one. So I already primed my skin with this and let it sit in for a little bit. First I'm going to go in with the Maybelline SuperStay Full Coverage Foundation. What I like to do is just dot it on my face. I work in small portions. And then with my Morphe sponge, I just pat it out. Once you're satisfied with the coverage, I always go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is amazing. I have dry combination skin. Depending on what products I use, it kind of goes all over the place, honestly, but this is amazing. So I used to use a Tarte Shape Tape, which I still do, and you'll see that just in a second, but I feel like this got really dry and kind of broke up and looked flaky across throughout the day. So what I do now is I just take a little bit, I'm actually running out of this, and I just put this right in the inner corner. Not in your eye, because I just did that. Right where the darkest of my circles are. And I kind of bring it up just a little bit like that. Because sometimes that corner tends to get dark and a lot of people miss that. So I kind of just put that there. And I take my Born This Way concealer and I kind of drag it out like so. And then I do take that and put it up onto my eyelid, and this is also going to be my eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going to go in with my RCMA Translucent No Color Powder. And I'm not going to really bake, I'm not going to let this sit on there, but I am going to put it on with my sponge, the same sponge that I use for everything, and kind of just let it sit there just for a second, just do a light coat of it on all the spots that I put the concealer. I focus a lot of this on my smile lines, my nose, and my chin, because those are the first areas to break up or lose. There's a lot of powder flying all over the place. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and kind of just bring that powder to the rest of your face. I kind of swirl it around where I put the powder to kind of get it on the brush, and then I just pat it into the areas that I didn't touch with the powder. And then if you need to, I just take a little bit and just bring it down the neck. Now I'm going to start with the eyeshadow. I am going to be using my Beat to Shit Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I obviously have gotten so much use out of this. This is my go-to everyday palette. I use this every single day. I don't think there's been a day since I've gotten this that I haven't reached for at least one color. And by saying one color, I mean like 2 or 3 or 4. The transition colors, there's so many for every single kind of look that you want to do. Obviously, I think this is the best highlighting eyebrow inner corner highlight ever. And honestly, because I use this one so much, I neglected this first one, and this first one is beaming. I'm going to use this one today. So yeah, I'm going to start with this. And I also just recently got the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brushes. I got the, I forgot, I think it's called the Master Kit It's amazing. These brushes are so good. That's my girl. She is the reason why I started YouTube. She has been inspiration beyond inspiration. Everything she has, I've bought. I mean, like, a few of the things we're using today is all Jaclyn Hill. I love Jaclyn Hill. Okay, so enough about my obsession with her. I'm gonna go in and I'm going to start with, let's start with this one. And honestly, this is the first one that came out, so I don't even have the names on the back. So I don't know the names of these, so I'm just gonna point to it. So I'm gonna start with this with a big fluffy brush. This is the JH30. I'm gonna put this in my crease. This will be my transition color. And I'm kind of just doing windshield wiper motions. And as you see, as once I get like no product, I'm kind of flicking it out towards my brow, so it gives me that little like V winged look. And then with nothing on the brush, basically, I mean, I haven't dipped in a while, I'm just gonna go over the tops and kind of blend it out, soften it up a little bit. Like I said, there's nothing, I didn't go back in with product on this. Now I'm gonna use the JH34. It's more of like a pointed brush. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And with that point, I'm gonna start it right in the outer part, working very small and focusing it on the outer corner, and then I'm gonna slowly bring it in. And there isn't much left. Now I'm kind of laying it flatter into the product so I can start putting it on the very outer part of my lid, like so. And again, slowly working in small sections and then flicking it out. So now going back in with that first brush and just a little bit more transition, I mean the tiniest dot. I'm just gonna go over top of all of that to kind of just blend it all together. Go back into that translucent powder and using the JH10, I'm gonna start stamping the outer corner so that any fallout that happens in the next darker colors is gonna go on to the translucent powder and not my actual under eye. And plus this is just gonna give me the shape that I really want to use without having to put any effort into it. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this brown right here and a tad bit of the little like burgundy raspberry color. And for this, I'm gonna start stamping it to the outer part. And when I get to the end, I'm kind of flicking very lightly. Just a little bit of product. I'm going to start bringing that in to the inner corner. Again, just going to be blending out all of those colors I just put on. Going back in with the same brush, I'm going to take into this deeper purple now and this dark brown. And this one I'm really going to focus just on the outer part, lid area. And just so slightly, but this I'm not going to take into the inner part. Now taking a clean blending brush, I'm just going to go over any harsh lines. I'm going to Ring the Alarm palette. I'm going to kind of mix these two shades together, Framed and Secret, just to kind of warmthen it up in the corners. Using the same brush, I'm just going to tap into those. Now I'm just going to take a brush and take off all of that powder. I'm going to go with the M421 and then the Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm kind of just like touching the top of the stofa because I don't want to get a lot on here. Now I'm going to go with the Bling Boss palette, and I'm going to go into the Glitz and Glam color using the JH41. And this I'm just going to start stamping where the matte shade meets the concealer. Now as you can tell, I'm not bringing it all the way to the inner part of my eye. That's because I'm going to go with a lighter shade. That way it's going to open the eye a little bit more. I'm kind of bringing it all the way there and just stopping right at the very inner corner. Going back to the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, I'm going to use this first shade, corner that I left blank. I'm going to kind of mix the two together so that when they meet, it's gradual. I'm going to go back in with my JH33, and I'll go into that deep purple shade again. I'm kind of just going to tap this on the outer corner. And again, with my fluffy crease brush, just go over the top. You never want to have any harsh lines. Now this is just an extra step. I'm doing this because I have it in front of me. You could definitely leave it like this, and this is a beautiful eye look. I think I wear this look all the time. I love the pinks and the purples and like the rose gold kind of look. But because I kind of want to do like a little bit of a warmer, you can kind of just skip the white or the pinky and go in with straight with gold, and that would look gorgeous as well. But I'm just going to go in with this highlight. This is the Amrezy Anastasia one. And I'm just going to tap into this, and I'm going to kind of just lightly put this on top so it gets a little bit more of a gold champagne look with it. Now I'm going to fill my brows in. I'm going to do it off camera because no one really likes watching brows be done. I think it's always boring and I always fast forward through it anyways. But just letting you know, I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Brunette. And just like that, my brows are on. I'm going to go in with this raspberry shade and this deep brown. I'm going to start in the outer corner and work this all the way down. You kind of want to connect the lower lash line to the V that you made earlier. You don't want to make a harsh line underneath it because that's going to take away the blending and the nice gradualness that we've been creating this entire time. But you do want to kind of connect it to like the darkest part on the top. Going in with the JH40, it's a very small tapered blending brush. I'm going to dip into this purpley mauve brown color and this transition color that we've been using this whole time. And now I'm just going to smoke out and kind of blend out what we just put down, that dark color. Now I'm going to go in with the JH37 with the transition shade and just a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to run along the bottom of that. I'm going to go back in with the JH42 to that first highlighting shade. I'm going to highlight just at the arch of my brow bone. And then I kind of just blend it out with my finger so it's not so harsh. Take a little bit of that and put that in the inner corner. Now I'm going to do a quick coat of mascara. Alright, lashes are on, and now on to my favorite part, which is bronzer. I feel like I'm incomplete until I have my eyebrows, lashes, and bronzer on, or at least mascara. It doesn't have to be falsies, because realistically I don't wear falsies every day. I would love to. They make every look so much better, but I'm lazy. I work in an office, and I'm not about to wake up and put lashes on every single day, honestly. But going in with this huge bronzer brush, it is the JH02. I'm just going to dip into this. Now I'm going to go in with Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, contour palette. This thing is beat up. I use this every single day, and this is my third palette that I've gone through. But we're just going to keep using this until it's dead. I'm going to go in with this contour brush and just go in the hollows of my cheeks. And just the very top of my temple. I'm just going to take any small blending brush, and I don't really contour my nose, but I do like kind of putting a little bit of bronzer on it so it's not just this white blob in the middle of my face. Right, now I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to use the Morphe Blush Trio and Pop of Coral. I'm going to do these two shades and kind of just mix them together. I've never even used this one because that one just really scares me. I mean, that's not my color, but these two, that's right up my alley. This mirror is much better than the one I've been using. Now I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Light and Luminous, or Ambient Powder and Luminous Light. And just go over the apples of my cheeks because it gives that really nice shine. And this is what kind of like dims down the blush color. I'm just going to put this anywhere where I'm going to end up putting my highlight just as like a nice base for it. Now I'm going to go in with Becca's Champagne Pop, or Jaclyn Hill's. This is not meant to be like a Jaclyn Hill video, but honestly all of her products are bomb, and these are things that I use every single day. So it just happens to be a lot of her products. I'm going to go in with this, so I'm just going to highlight the tops of my cheeks. You highlight anywhere where the light naturally is going to hit you, which is the tops of your cheeks, temple, right above the brow, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin. If you have a lot of texture, I do right now, but I still cake on my highlighter because I can't help it. It's really going to accentuate any texture that you have on your skin. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to put this over any blemishes or anything like that. Like I have a couple right here, so I kind of avoided this area, and I just put on the tip of my chin. I'm going to go with lips, and I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick and Girlfriend. The second I saw this online and I saw the shade, I was like, that is my perfect nude. And I knew it immediately, but I just saw the tone of it and I was like, this is it. I immediately ordered it, and honestly, I haven't been able to put it down. Like, I know I'm gonna go through this so quickly, and almost every picture I post, I'm wearing this and I feel so bad. I'm like, I really should switch it up, but I can't. Like, this is so good. It's my perfect nude. And you never really find like your perfect nude. You're always gonna be searching for it, but this is damn near close, and I love it. Alright, that completes the look. At this point, I would typically go in with my Morphe setting spray, but I'm unfortunately out of it. I need to run to Ulta probably tomorrow if I can and get some more. And honestly, I'm about to just jump in the shower and wash all this off because I think it's like 10 o'clock at night. I just wanted to get something up for you guys and I was really excited. So this is it. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you guys want me to do any look that you see someone else do. I really like using other people's looks for inspiration or kind of adding that in and kind of making it my own. So if you have any requests, make sure you leave them down below. So if you like this video, make sure you actually like it, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe so you can see all of my next videos I'll be posting. All right, that's all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna go with the Bling. I'm gonna go with the Bling. I'm taking a clean blending brush. I'm taking a clean blending brush.